What up, everybody who talks boxing, comments about boxing, and makes boxing videos? Shout out to Boxing United. If you're looking for a good Google Plus community to talk boxing, ask for an invite and please join. Big shout out to hashtag Come Back to Boxing. Shout out to all the uploaders who are uploading videos and actually talking boxing. I would mention some names, but too many to mention. And I know I'm just going to leave somebody out, but I do want to thank all of y'all who are making boxing videos. Sorry that I haven't been uploading too much lately. I'm actually going to address that at the end of the video. But I want to go ahead and get into the topic of this video. And that is the Floyd Mayweather fan base. All right. Let me explain something. I'm not a Floyd Mayweather hater. When it comes to Floyd Mayweather, no, he's not one of my favorite fighters. I've never liked him. But I have to admit he is, or was, because he's retired, a great fighter. I'm not going to deny that. He was great. He did great things in the ring. But I'm also not going to ignore the fact that he lied through his teeth when he said that he wanted everything on a level playing field. Yet he admitted to blood doping. He had all these demands for every fight after a certain point, to the point where he's there choosing the gloves of his opponent. He had control over everything, where the fight happened, who the referee was, and so on. Let's not pretend like he didn't have every advantage he possibly could. So, the reason why I'm making this video is because big shout out to Strictly Boxing News. He's been putting out some videos about Floyd Mayweather. And I'll comment on them. And it never fails. Some grown-ass man whose panties get wet every time Floyd Mayweather's in the conversation has to comment on my comment. Now, here's the thing. When I disagree with somebody's comment, I don't go on their comment thread. I used to do that. I'm not going to lie. I used to do that. But then one day I realized, I'm like, that's just that person's opinion. And it doesn't even matter how ridiculous the opinion is. It doesn't really mean shit to me. It's just a stranger. If they think that Floyd Mayweather is greater than Muhammad Ali, as ridiculous as that is, I don't give a shit. They can think that all they want. But when I go and I comment, and I get these just the most asinine replies. First off, are any of these people even actually people? Do they even have coherent thoughts of their own? Because, for instance, there was a video. This one actually wasn't Strictly Boxing News. Actually, it was Shady Slim. He was talking about. He titled it "Floyd Mayweather Calls Out Keith Thurman," which, I'm gonna be honest, he didn't call out Keith Thurman. He was talking about Keith Thurman, and basically, in a nutshell, he was basically just saying that if he were to fight Keith Thurman, he would still beat him today. So my comment, which I think was very reasonable, was basically, and just paraphrasing, that unless he's going to come out of retirement and actually fight Keith Thurman, and this goes for any other boxer that he wants to talk about, saying he would still beat them today, then there's really no need for him to make these comments. I'm just paraphrasing. It's not word for word, but that's basically what I said. And then for weeks, for the next couple weeks, I'm getting these idiots just regurgitating shit that Floyd Mayweather says. 49-0, all this shit. Like completely not addressing the fact that this bitch is retired. He just wants to get credit for beating somebody that he's not even going to fight. He's not even going to attempt to fight them. If you're going to comment on my comment thread, like, at least address what's being talked about. And just stop embellishing shit as well. One of the things that blows my motherfucking mind is they'll say stupid shit like, oh, he beat the shit out of Maidana. Really? Let's talk about that phrase. He beat the shit out of. We don't have to even worry about the name. Let me ask this question. When was the last time that Floyd Mayweather actually beat the shit out of somebody? I'm not talking about winning. All right? Outpointing someone is not beating the shit out of them. If you're able to pot shot and run for 12 rounds and get the decision, you didn't beat the shit out of them. You outpointed them. And that's fine. If that's the style if that's your style, that's the approach that you're going to take to every match, then it is what it is. I'm not going to downplay it. The goal is to win. And if you see that as the only way you're going to win the fight, then I can't really knock it, to be honest. I don't expect sports teams to, in football, I don't expect football teams to not use certain gameplays. I don't expect them not to take a knee when, there's not that much time left in the game and you're just trying to lock in that win. So I'm not going to hate on that. It's not what I would prefer for you to do, but it is what it is. I'd rather you go balls to the walls and actually fight, but it's a sport, so whatever. But let's not play around and say that he's beaten, that his last opponents he beat the shit out of, because that just simply isn't so. He outpointed them, all right? You want to talk about somebody getting the shit beat out of them? Look what Triple G did to Daniel Gill. Look at what Pacquiao did to Hatton. Look at what Deontay Wilder does to his opponents. I mean, we could argue about how terrible his opponents have been for the most part. But the fact of the matter is he is actually beating the shit out of them. He's knocking them out. Not every time. I mean, he's getting a knockout every time, but he's not always beating the shit out of them, but usually he is. Couple exceptions. Spilka, he wasn't beating the shit out of him. I had him losing and he wasn't looking too good, but he was able to pull out the knockout. So, but other than that, he pretty much beats the shit out of everybody else that he's fought. But Floyd Mayweather, no. He doesn't, he hasn't beat the shit out of anybody for quite some time before he retired. So, stop with the bullshit. All right? There's nothing wrong with being a Floyd Mayweather fan. I don't have a problem with Floyd Mayweather fans. I just have a problem with the fucking fangirls. Y'all ain't even fanboys. Y'all are fangirls. Y'all, it's like I said, your panties get wet every time Floyd Mayweather gets brought up in a conversation. I had one dumb son of a bitch tell me, "You're really a Floyd fan. You want to see him come back." No, the fuck I don't. All my videos that I've mentioned Floyd Mayweather in, as far as coming back, is his ass needs to stay retired. He needs to do his job and promote other fighters. Stop promoting himself. He's not fighting anymore. So stop saying you'll beat this person and that person unless you're actually going to come out of retirement and do it. That's not unreasonable if you really think about it. That's not really an outlandish statement. Now, if you believe that he'll beat all these people, fine. But it's still ridiculous to give him credit for something that he didn't do. I believed that Triple G was going to knock out Jacobs, and he didn't. I'm not going to walk around acting like he knocked him out. I kept it real with that win. He still won, but it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't Triple G on that night, just wasn't the man that I thought he was. But y'all motherfuckers can't do that. This dude gets every single advantage he possibly could get. In some cases, barely edges the win. And y'all want to say stupid shit like he beat the shit out of that opponent. Just be a fan. Stop being a fucking fanboy. I don't think he's coming back out of retirement. I hope he doesn't. I wish the best for him and his promotional company, because I do actually want boxing to thrive. And just because I don't care for Floyd Mayweather doesn't mean that I'm going to damn his whole stable. But y'all motherfuckers need to stop with this shit. That you're acting like a bunch of little teenage girls. Stop being bitches. Simply put, just stop being bitches. So that's my rant. Now, one thing I want to address is why I haven't been making videos really lately. I don't really want to put out too much of my personal information. All I gotta say is there's just a lot of shit going on in my life. I'm having to deal with a lot of things that just have to take priority. I considered going on a hiatus, but I don't really want to do that. So, what I'm doing is, until things get a little bit better situated, I will be just making videos whenever I can. And they're going to be more simple. I enjoy doing the funny openings, and I really don't want to do videos without having something to really make you laugh at the beginning and kind of be satire on the subject matter. But the fact of the matter is that takes a lot of work. It actually takes more work than the videos themselves, like the rest of the content. So, and the other reason why I like doing it is because the thumbnail doesn't end up looking the same every video. That irritates the fuck out of me when I look at my videos and it's like the same still of my intro. So, just not gonna be doing any of the funny stuff at the beginning for the time being. I'm not going to use my intro just because I can't stand that shit. So it is what it is. And I do it on my phone, so I don't have the ability. I mean, I could go on my laptop, but that's just going to take more time, and time is just not a commodity that I have a whole lot of right now. So the videos are going to be a little bit more simple. And then, like I said, when things get a little bit better, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing, because I'm about improving. I want to improve my channel and the quality of the videos that I'm making. And so I have to take a step back for now, but I will still be uploading videos. It's just not going to be as elaborate, and edited as the ones in the past have been. But big shout out to everybody who's been keeping it boxing. And y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.
I am so authentic. I'm so authentic. They try to figure me out, but this is not a gimmick. Hi, hip hop. Don't act like you don't know me. What? We got the same mama. Don't you try to disown me. I'm just a mixed breed. Call me a day walker. Cause I walk in the sun, but at night I'm a stalker. If you looking for blood, come run in my lane. The vein never runs dry. There's plenty of it, man. I speak an ancient language. They don't understand me. It's called the truth. I break it down. They try to reprimand me. Miss Lauren, she spoke it. They tried to revoke her. They drove her crazy like Morgan Freeman did to Miss Daisy. I am